Good day, traders. This is Rich with some price action on the weekend. Today, we're going to go over July 2021 news trades. There were several, not as many as one would like, but we were able to take advantage of some. So make sure you subscribe to the channel, like the video, share the video, and comment on the video. I really appreciate that. Subscribe, definitely. Like the video, really easy to do. Just hit that thumbs up button. Appreciate it 100%. We're going to go over the news trades of July and how I handle them. A few things to keep in mind here is how would you handle them, okay? If you were going to trade these news events based on what you're hearing, would you jam in with 100 shares? Would you jam in with 1,000 shares, 10,000 shares? It all depends on your size of account, your risk tolerance, things like that. So you need to keep that in mind when you're watching me trade it based on my levels and my risk levels and everything else. But you have to decide, okay, I want to trade news. Now, going forward, I've been doing this about 6 months. This is like the third installment of this type of video. So you can watch all those videos in the past. And I'm dealing with two rooms. I'm dealing with one news service, Benzinga, and I'm dealing with a room, T3 Live, which is the Newsbeat room, live room, which is amazing. And I have links in the description below. You can check out both of those for free trials. And if you were to sign up, I do get a little commission, I should say, and it would be supporting the channel. Pretty simple to do. Just you can check them out. Why not? What would you have to lose to check out a free trial of two great services? Anyway, I'll go through trade by trade of the ones I did trade. July was a little weak in terms of news trades. I wish there were more. These are the ones I had recorded. There were several more, but these are the ones I had recorded for sure. They're all winners. I didn't record any of the losers. I didn't really. I think I only took one really, modest loss on a news trade. But for the most part, the losses I took were very minimal. Not really worth talking about, I guess, at this point. But it could happen, so you got to keep that in mind. So we'll just continue. We'll just start here with Boeing. You can see here are my dates, July 2nd, 2021. Hopefully the sounds come out. You might hear a lot of action. There's the Newsbeat service. There's the Benzinga. In one video, there's another room. There's me talking, making noises and whatnot. So just bear with me the best you can with the noises you hear. Just focus on the news that's being announced or what I'm looking at and how I handle it. How would you handle it? I think that's what it comes down to, is how would you handle these events if you had all the information coming at you? You have to react really quick. You have to be in, you have to be out, you have to be willing to hold or not. There's several trades where I did not let it work. There's several trades where I didn't go enough size. So I'm hoping in August if things pick up, and at least September. I know earnings season gets a little weak with news because everything's so focused on earnings that regular news doesn't really take, it doesn't take center stage over earnings, like Amazon earnings versus, a news event. So here we go on a Boeing trade. You tell me how you would react to negative news.
Boeing? What's happening with Boeing?
Negative Boeing, possible accident, Boeing.
So here, actually, I'm at 237.60, short 200 shares. I don't like to go short. I just don't.
WABE, wave.
Two different services talking right here. Big move down.
Boeing here on accident report.
2287 now, shares up 111%. WABE.
We saw a low there of 235.81. My entry was 236.60. Almost 2 points. How would you react to that? At one point, I was up. It got down to 236.70. I just don't like being short because then you have to cover and you get these bad offer fills. And here you can see my gains. Full size could have been 172. But then again, remember it dropped to 235. What did I say? 81 at the end of the video. 235.81. So how would you have handled that? Would you have taken advantage of the full move? Would you have stayed in? Would you have just sold half of your shares or like a quarter or something like that? What would make you take advantage? What would, like, think about it. How can I take advantage of these news trades? Well, first of all, you need the news services so you can get the information ahead of time so you can react quick enough. So let's continue on here. Okay, so this is Amazon. Amazon, tough trader, of course. You know, we're talking about $1 to $2 to $3 spreads at times. We were looking at Amazon already. It's already up $123 on the day. And then we're listening for CNBC and see if they announce something quick. End of the day, final trades, and they do. So here we go.
Final trade, Amazon.
So there it is. Amazon, I punch in 36.35, already at 36.38.50. 36.39 comes here. I get out with some shares. Tough trade because it's just a sizing issue. If you're trading options, you could take 1 or 2 contracts on this. And your risk level's a little bit heavier, but at the same time, you can get bigger gains than 25 shares. You know what I mean? So big trade for some people on this one. You can see here, you know, 2 points is a lot on Amazon. 2 points against you is a lot of points against you as well. So again, a lot going on. $81 on that trade. Could have been better. Definitely could have been better. What would you have done? How do you trade Amazon? Do you trade it with 1 share? Do you trade it with 1,000 shares? Do you trade it with 1 contract? What do you do? Think about it. So on a news trade like that, you got to take advantage. Here, CVS.
CVS and ANZN.
So real quick, I have a lot going on in this video. I have another service going, guys talking. I have CVS from Benzinga, then T3, and then me, and then it's just a mess. So just bear with the news and roll with it.
Insider reporting. Amazon.
Something with Amazon. And it's 81.17. I punch out. Trying to hold there. Sold 100. Then we get that nice run up right there. Try to get 50 off. Nice trade here. Look at this candle. 2-minute candle. Booming. I apologize for the other guy talking. I mean, this huge move. Huge move. Okay, so look, 81.20 and it popped to 82.20. So that's a point move. How many shares would you have traded CVS with? 4 cent spreads. Big news. Would you trade it with 1,000 shares? 2,000? 5? 10? 100? You know, what have you done? And so at the end of the day, I took $154 on the trade. Probably one of the better trades of July. Really no pain. It just kept climbing. Got the 80, got the full point move. Full point. So let's just do 1 point. 100 shares, $100. 500 shares, $500. You know, onward. Huge. So I'm ready to slam in August and September. I'll tell you that. Just need the good flow. Good flow. So here's ALF. We've talked about ALF in July a lot. I'm already getting alerted to it, and then we wait for the rotation. So I'm already on ALF. Up 15 on the day already on ALF. So you kind of see I did not make more than I actually did on this one. Those beeping noises. There's the rotation. So Reddit crowd, Wall Street bets, whatever. Chilling there, and then we get that flush through 15, which is really nice right there. Really nice. And I get out. So it could be a tough trader. We've seen ALF trade in the past. So definitely one of those ones where I had no problem just clearing out full scale, all of it. I saw this next trade first based on high day ticker, and then you'll hear all the rotation come in after I'm already switched over to it. So I'm looking at Boeing. I'm like, why are we going up? 233, 233, could have been in 233, 233, pulls back, goes back to 234. It's all over the place. I'm getting ready. I'm still waiting. What's happening? I like to know what's happening. I don't have any news on it. And then the new
Order filled.
Market on close in
boom.
balance 500.
233.50, pretty good entry considering it went up to 234. I got all out on that one. But this thing just sometimes you gotta sit tight.
Boeing, Bloomberg.
There's the rotation.
Max edges toward China return as test flights are near.
So watch the 234 hold here. 234, 234, 234. Boom.
70 on Boeing.
Dang, right? 235 now. So how it went to 235.59. My exit was 234.11. So I mean, again, sell some, don't have to sell it all. You know, sell some, don't have to sell it all. How would you have handled it? How would you have handled it? Remember, description below, links, use them. Okay, let's see what's next here. Oh, I forgot this one. Let's see. J&J, baby. What happens here? Negative news on J&J. Oh, this is when their vaccine wasn't. That's the rotation. That those beepings are the information coming out. There was a warning on J&J vaccine, a new warning on it. I didn't feel. I don't like going short, but this was a pretty big move. It actually went down way further than this. I want 169.52, and look at this thing. It got down to 168.70. Actually went even further. Again, short trades. I have no problem going in and getting out. Let's continue on here. So minimal in terms of news. Okay, so this is me coming back in the office. This is Viacom. You'll hear me open the door, close the door, make noise, talk to myself, sit down. Is what it is. You'll also hear the door slam in here. Trying to get focused here. I'm not even looking at Viacom right now. I don't even know if there's any news yet about it. So you just hear me kind of breathing and whatever, talking to myself. So that's the T3 room. Sometimes you just got to get in. I handled this one poorly. I didn't get my original exit on that offer. It didn't go through, so I canceled it because it dropped. And then I got out, and next thing you know, it ripped, another 30-40 cents. Again, I was coming back to the office. I wasn't fully engaged in the news trade. So I'll take the quick $30. Sometimes you just got to take what you get and not even worry about going on. Here's a PayPal negative news based on Apple payments or something like that might compete with PayPal. So those popping noises, those beeping noises, is me getting alerted to PayPal. I jump in 300.60.
Big volume bar coming into
Again, short.
The stock's still down 0.3% for the session. Last trading at 378.31. Golf.
Watch this move, flush. Just so nice when you're in a trade like that. Just so nice. Why?
Oh, Apple.
Just a nice move down. 1.5 down. It goes further down. Yeah. I'll take the $57. How would you have handled that? The news that was coming in was on chat from the room. It's our main news, one of our main news source gatherers, and he was saying how PayPal this, PayPal that, and I'm like, this is pretty negative. And then our main guy is like, oh, PayPal, boom, jam it. And it actually didn't rotate till after. So we got the news first at T3, and then Benzinga got it. So VUZI, VUZI, pain in the butt trader. I hate these news trades, but the news was pretty good on this one.
Physics, VUZI, move back
Cassidy says he believes Apple is going to acquire the company, suggests investors get back in.
Usually I wouldn't even consider trading VZ.
Order Vuzix. Hearing
Being circulated now, BUZI, Victor Uniform.
There's still confusion on it.
True.
It's just like one of those.
Vuzix getting a pop here, $10.24.
Order failed.
I got my piece. I think some people actually lost in this trade because they were trying to look for a bigger move because it seemed so good. So this is one of those ones where I got out early, got $77, and some people might have lost on this trade. So it does happen. That stuff does happen. Kind of a pain in the butt. There's LRN. I could not make out the symbol he was talking about. I was following Lima, L for Lima, and I was just an idiot. I don't know what happened here.
Lima Romeo November, popping here, hearing Beta Bill says the company has received a $41 per share takeover bid.
So takeover, you got to get in on takeover, right?
Shares getting a pop on that.
Like what?
Circulating now.
I didn't realize because it was LRN. I didn't realize Learn was Stride. He did say Stride. At first, I thought he said Ride. Quick $50. Could have been better. 33.02. Look at this. 33.40. So in and out. Considering I didn't even get to the symbol properly, I'll take it. Pen. Tweets. When you hear about tweets from people on Twitter, it doesn't always have that.
National Gaming PEN hearing that Dave's 4:03 p.m. milestone announcement.
I like the fact that I got in right below the 71, so we had the 71 break, and then it took off pretty well. So it did rotate later, go for a little bit, but it really didn't have the momentum it needed to make for a bigger move. I'll again take it. Okay, final trade. This was on July 29th. I mentioned this in a video in the past week about Zoom. And Zoom is one of those ones you need to know the risk. It was good news. And, I can max out 300 or 400 shares on my size account. And I only went 50. Do I regret it? Of course, on this particular trade. But it's Zoom. Zoom can move $1 in a second. You just got, again, what would you do on this trade? What's your risk tolerance on Zoom? It can, it can really hurt you. And again, it can really make your week, month. So we have the news. And I think I get in. No pain. It's $13, which is spread. It's a little loud, sorry. Look at this thing. Just easy. This one was easy. 4 or 5 point mover on this trade. I was only in for 50 shares.
I was in a small position.
I mean, look at that candle. Zoom does that. Zoom does that.
I don't even see rotation of it.
I feel like I could have made way more than that. Even 100 shares would have been more reasonable on this trade. 200 would have been ideal, and 300 would have been the best. I'm going to pause it here. It does get rotation here, and then watch the move from 394.40. Look at my offer at 395.70. I'm like, it's 5 shares. What the heck? It's only, at this point, it's $15 more. And I'm just.
Video share is getting a little pop here. 394.31. Zulu Michael.
Okay, so it's getting the rotation, right? And watch the flow here. 393.94, 394.17, 18, 26, 31, 50. Boom. Just like, what? What? Watch the pop over 95 here on the bid side. Yeah. Boom. So, again, how would you have handled at Zoom trade? Would you have gone in with bigger size, hoping it moves right away, and gotten out potentially with a point loss and losing, let's say you're in for 300 shares, losing $300? Or in this case, go in with 300 shares and it rips a point and you're up $300. Then what? Do you share? Do you sell 100? Do you sell 50? You need to consider all this information when you're going forward with news trading, because it's fun. It's very exciting, but it can work against you at times. So you need to be willing to. That's why I exit a lot of times so quick with all my shares, because I just want that gain, but then I'm missing the bigger move sometimes. So keep that in mind moving forward. Use the links in the description below. There's a link to T3. There's a link to Benzinga, free trials. Support the channel. If you have any questions, leave a comment below. This was July. It's going to get better in August, I'm hoping. And then in the rest of the year, I really hope it gets gets cooking, and I can really have some good videos for you on our monthly recap of news trades. It's definitely keeping me in the game, I think, at this point, news trades. So I will continue trading news the best I can. And let me know if you have any questions. Subscribe for new, like the video, share the video, and comment. And I will talk to you in the further videos.